been a much cooler day today than yesterday. Super nice. Not cool in a bad way. Like warm, but not sweaty warm. It's been a little breezy. Lovely. My mom's actually in town. I think she's going to Boulder Creek specifically, where HeartMath is based. So I'm going to pick a little sage to give her, or maybe give her the sage that I picked for myself since that's more dry, and get a little more picked. And I think we're planning to do lunch on Sunday, so maybe we'll throw that in, showing, hanging out with the old Inza. Looking forward to it. It's so peaceful here right now. Got a few branches actually picked this time because it's a whole bush and it's thriving. Like, it's taking off right now, so I think it can stand having a little less. And also it'd be nice to give this as gifts to different people, you know, when I go visit them and stuff. So lovely. Gonna put this back into our little belt loop here. So let's see how these fit. Got a pretty big loop there. Should be able to... Yeah, pretty snug. Pretty snug. Also, I know we just talked about yesterday's shirt, but this shirt also is from Do It Ourselves Fest. Super cool event that was going on for a few years at least, maybe up to 5. How many was it? It was a handful. That I did sound for a whole stage the first year, just rolled out and just kind of just put it on with some speakers that the fam had. It was crazy. It was mixer just in a dusty little bowl, amazing bluegrass music mostly, but then some folk, and as the years went on it evolved more. I had a sweet Afrobeat band out there, did a bunch of cool stuff, met a bunch of amazing people. Sadly, Camp Creme, where it was being held, burned down in the fires a couple years ago, which it was a super amazing like special needs camp that they had there, and a bunch of really cool stuff. Hope they're all doing good, amazing people. But yeah, one of the I didn't do a lot of live sound. I mostly ran like a recording studio and was more of a studio engineer, but that was one of the places I did just love doing sound of that, because it was like a weird little, it started like Do It Ourselves Fest as a small little, you know, bootstrap operation, and to see it kind of grow over the years was really cool. To be a part of it, super cool. So, you know, much love to all the fam that was a part of all that. Dude, they're back. I think I mentioned these. Here they are. These little swallows flying around. They're not as close to the road right now as they will get at some point. I don't even know if the camera can pick them up because they're kind of far away, but they're, as the season goes on, they start to just like dive bombing right on the road right here, and it's so cool. There's the one. It's crazy though, they just fly like right above you. They're so acrobatic. Also, I don't know what's up with this dirty spot on the lens. I keep trying to clean it. Don't know where it is. Like, is it maybe on the sensor between the lens and the camera? I don't know. Damn, the rubber band holding our mic windscreen literally just broke off. Probably be able to hear it in the recording. But yeah, look at these little guys flying around doing the dance. The funniest thing is, as I set my camera up, like, Luffy loves to be around, so he's just like right there, maybe like 5 or 6 feet away, with his bone, just sitting ready, just an audience, just ready to start crunching as soon as I start talking. So I'm sure that'll start happening soon. But where are you going, Stinker? Oh, jinxed it. He's off. Yeah, just enjoying a lovely day. Another lovely day up here on the mountain. Made it home with the sage. Smells absolutely delicious. Excited to share that with some of the fam. Also got sent a notice, got sent a post for a market down in Watsonville. That's going to be happening in, I believe, like 2 weeks from tomorrow or something. Sada sent that over, the fam down in town. So thinking about maybe it was an $80 fee for vendors. So might split that with her and split a table with Madrone Manufacturing and see if we can get some stuff out, because I'm pretty good at making stuff, but I'm pretty terrible at marketing stuff, and we haven't really done a ton of sales with that. So it would be nice to just kind of get out to the public and just have some different things made, maybe some coasters with some local designs, sports teams, and I also have like the Watsonville local design I made, Watsonville grown, with the fresa, the strawberry on it, because a lot of people identify with that around here. Some people get like strawberry tattoos because, you know, like Mexican field worker type shit. Yeah, some different sports hats, some Giants, some Niners type stuff. So maybe get that out there. So yeah, really excited to do that. So that actually also gives me a good like focal point for the next couple of weeks as far as A, potential monetary, you know, income, but B, stuff to work on as far as manufacturing, like for that one specific kind of demographic and market. So really excited to do that, because I've never done a craft fair actually with Madrone, or with really anything that I've made myself. Sorry, a little fly was flying around there. So excited to check that out and see where we can go with it. So here's what Luffy got the other day. Proudest man and the deadest squirrel. Madrone Manufacturing.
I'm an Indiana pacer.
Okay, something really simple I'm going to start working on a little bit right here is this keyboard. This like idea of a resonant 3D, a resonating keyboard that plays but also resonates as like almost an acoustic instrument. I have a couple ideas of how we would make that work with those speakers and more like vibrational speakers. But one of the main problems with this original thing I made is that if you have parallel walls, you'll get, I mean, not always, I know guitars have parallel walls, but they're also curved, so it minimizes it a bit. You don't want parallel walls because it will create flutter echo, where two waves, like if you're in a hallway and you clap and you hear a little like weird sound, you can hear them. When a wave is the exact wavelength, so the length of the wave is the wavelength, obviously, of a space, instead of it dissipating as it bounces, it just bounces back and forth evenly, and that frequency and its modals up and down, because they'll just be, you know, the upper and lower harmonics of it will just literally be stuck in that little area, and those decay slower and make a weird kind of pingy sound. So you wouldn't want that in an instrument, and probably for guitars it's a lot smaller. But for something like this, a little bigger, I feel like the best way to remedy that would just be to slope the walls in a little bit. You'd still have the top and bottom, but the rest of it would slope and would give you more of an even sound, is what I'm thinking. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, the geometry of that was kind of all messed up, so I ended up just making a whole new cube the same size. And then we can scale it down. And bada bing, bada boom. Maybe even bring it in a little more left, right. Feel like that's a lot more of a shape I'm feeling. Oh, that was recording that whole time, I forgot. Okay, so without further ado, this kind of box shape, that probably would have been great for some standing waves. And then this new design, so these walls aren't as parallel and they will bounce the sound up and so they will dissipate, as opposed to just getting those standing waves going back and forth with flutter echo. So just kind of brainstorming on ideas. It also looks a bit cooler, so that's an added benefit. And we can always slope it more or less drastic as we start testing different various things out. I'm liking it though, not too shabby. I just was able to move the cube to line it up again, so now we can actually do the whole render of the animation, because I forgot we kind of had a whole mock-up animation of this. Ooh, product design. That's obviously a little fuzzy because it's in the render window, but yeah, cool little product design right there. And then after that, actually, let's save this. We'll render that in a second. The next thing I need to work on in here also, which it's kind of goofy. Oh, it's not in this blender. This is not the blender you are looking for. Which actually, that's footage from today, which is kind of meta right there, right? We have the vlog in progress over here, about to start editing at some point. But I also realized I want to do some more creative work, so we'll throw that in here. I'm making a visual flyer right now for Teztone's Season 3 announcement for Malicious Sheep, as putting on a Taya rave, I believe that they're calling it. I'm making a little flyer so we can raise awareness for Season 3, our sports league for artists of Teztones, and get some people to maybe sign up and learn about it. So, gonna finish making this also over here, and yeah, just doing a little bit of creative work. I ended up adding a actual 3D TV screen, and then texture mapping an image from one of our matches. That's me, and Bits co-hosting, C. Dean, Patty, Nico Larce, and Bill Knight, all in the final match. And then you can see it from there. The final thing I did was take it from this boring background texture here to this linen texture I just kind of stumbled on, or indigo fabric, and it really ties the room together. So I don't know, it's nothing too fancy, but let's see if we render it out. You know, we can make a Google form that this points to. I think that's a, maybe we'll touch it up, but for a first go, I think that's a pretty decent little something. Also, it's kind of weird that I do graphic design in Blender, but yeah, there you go. I like the 3D. I like the lighting. I like how it turns out. It gives it a little more extra. Like just adding that one texture just did all that, So yeah, gonna get to editing at this point, but not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Thanks for watching my vlog. Watch another or subscribe here.